Hi, good evening, folks. Welcome to the Sabre Zone. This is the video on this channel that always discusses what you guys had to say and how you said it. So, let me get this clip up. And a shout out goes to, here it comes, Logan Brooks 68. And Logan says, at first I was a little disappointed, but if we truly were getting low picks tossed at us, then I do think it was the right move to keep this squad the way it is, as our chemistry is among the best in the league. And I absolutely agree with that. The chemistry in this team is something else. It really is, for a team that a lot of fans out there might not know. This is a very close-knit bunch, and I'm not talking our fans, I'm talking outside fans that really don't know much about the Sabres except that they've lost a lot the last 10 years. Might not see it coming, what's going on here in Buffalo right now, because the Sabres are coming together not only as a unit, but as a brotherhood, like they talked about in that video. There is something special going on in that dressing room. You have veterans like Anderson saying he's never seen a team like this. You know what I mean? That's a special thing, and that's credit to Granato and Adams, what they've accomplished so far that way. There's other things, of course, that were, driving us crazy during the season. But if you're looking at it from the point of view that, Granato wants them to develop the passing game above everything, then he's doing his job, especially if he's on page with Adams about this, if Granato's had these talks with them, which of course they've had. There is definitely a team unity I have not seen here since the Briere and Drury days. Really, guys, this team this year, I'll say, there was not one team with Jack on the team that was like this. Not like this. Not like this. I think there was a pride that came out of a lot of them. I'm thinking of Tage's interview still. It's ringing in my head how he said they showed too much respect to the Oilers' high-end talent, and how from here on in they're going to make teams, work. They're going to make teams really work, and they're going to go after them. And I like that thinking. And that, again, is the healthy thinking that's going on in that dressing room right now. Right now. You've seen them before the game. They were pumped. One of you sent me a video before the game. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to check that after. But I'm telling you guys, when you look at what's going on with the whole team, when is the last time we could feel like this? When is the last time we could have not just some trust, but some legitimate hope, Because we have legitimate hope, not the fake hope, the real legitimate hope that this team is turning a corner. Like these games speak louder than words, right? So that's why I don't get caught up too much with the losses that are going to happen, because there's going to be some. And when they do hit us, how did we lose? Did we lose in a game where we collapsed in the last 10 minutes again, which is absolutely normal for a young team to do. It's normal. They're learning. They're not used to that building, or they're not used to that road trip, how it went, and the hotel they're in. All sorts of things add up on game day. All sorts of things. And just, and if you look at what's going on really with this team, nobody's really nobody's really pissed off at anybody else, and it's not like that. You don't see the tantrums, you don't see any of this crap. You just see a team that says, okay, screw it, let's just get him next shift, forget it. You'll see Tuck on the bench, and he's pointing on the ice, and he's telling the kids something, like Krebs or something, and he's talking. I watch these things, and it's really interesting to see a team that actually thinks they're a champion that isn't making the playoffs. And that's kind of what it feels like this team is for me. This team feels like they're a Stanley Cup champion already, and they've got that thing going on where they don't disrespect their opponents, but they sure as hell don't give them too much respect either, because that's part of getting better. You don't show your opposition that much damn respect. You just don't. Respect them. Know they're good. Understand who's the Hall of Famers in this league already that you know are headed that way. But when you're wearing skates and they're wearing skates, your job is to play hockey against them. And they got to go through players like you to maintain their reputation. And really, this is what goes on with this bunch. This bunch is exciting, guys. It's a very exciting team. And I can tell you, Logan, for the record, absolutely, that's what's going on with this team. This team right now is exactly maturing at a pace that I don't think a lot of us seen coming, really. I don't think a lot of us seen it was going to become like this by this point of the year. But you know what? A few of you, I think one or two you mentioned actually, a few, about the game, the Vegas game. I believe the turning point in this season and in our development, it doesn't mean we're going to just go like this the rest of the way. It's not happening. There's going to be bumps on the road again, of course. But I think to get to that level now that where the fans are starting to see it, it really was the Vegas game, the empty net goal. That, to me, that was the moment for me. That's a turning point. I might look back on in 3 years and say it was that night when the Sabres started going like this, you know? We're not there yet. I realize that. We're not there yet. But there's tons of reasons to be excited. Take a look at what's going on. Try to remember a year ago, for you folks that are frustrated we're not in the playoffs. Where were we a year ago? Right? Where were we a year ago? We weren't. We were hurting. As you know. It's about a year ago now, right? When we had the big losing streak, right? We're maybe a little ahead of that now, but and we lived through that, okay? If we can live through that, we sure as hell can embrace these times. We don't ever want to go back to that. That's a once-in-a-lifetime event. We don't want to go back there. That's done. That's done. The culture changed, I believe, because of that whole drama, okay? The neck, the losing streak, all that crap, all that drama. It's gone now. And now the boys they want to make good for the fans out there. You hear them saying it. How often have they said that? They've said it so many times, so many times. We've heard this. They never talk bad about the fans out there. The Sabres, they're always saying the fans are great here. And, they don't say, I wish there was more coming and things like this. It's a one and done, I believe. I honestly believe that. I don't think next year the building will be as empty. It's just, the fans had lost trust this year, a lot of trust. And look, the conditions of the planet wasn't good with all this political crap and COVID and, guys, come on. So let's the fans get a pass. They've been too damn good for too damn long. Under the Pagula era, what were they selling 97.2% of their tickets over that era till this year? Come on. We can't discount that. I mean, we have to look at that too then. If people are going to point out the bad, they sure as hell better point out the good with it then. Too damn easy to point out the bad only, right? Doesn't make any sense. You gotta have a thing called fair play. So if you want to point out that the Sabres fans this year haven't supported their team, well, how many years have they done that? One? Maybe the first year of the season somewhat. I mean, come on. there has to be a thing called fair play in this. So right now, as the team progresses from this point on, all we want to see is this continue. Now, not so much with the wins, guys. I'm talking the constant desire to get better that this team has. It's just a constant thing going on. These guys just want to get better and better and better. And they don't really get I mean, we could have got so easily let down going into Calgary, and there was no letdown. No, there was no, oh God, here we go again, and none of that crap, no. So, yeah, I think a big reason Alex Tuch's rubbing off on a lot of these players. Some of our young players, Samuelson, Tage, to mention a few, are emerging, really emerging as giants on this team. And we've got one hell of a good young core. And guys, what we're doing right now, no Peterka, no Quinn. no Levi, no Portillo, no UPL, right? I mean, I can go on and on. No Owen Power. I mean, we can go on and on. What about those guys when they get in? What about them? Just some thoughts, guys, as I close out another segment of this. I'm going to leave it there. That's it. I'm going to close out the video. I got to go. For the record, my little girl had pneumonia. It's not cancer. Thank God it wasn't cancer. But she's sick. She probably won't eat today and tomorrow again. She hasn't eaten in 2-3 days now. 2 days. It's a little over 48 hours, so I'm mixed up with the days. But she's on meds, and she's going to get well, and I just believe that. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.